All right, Shalom. Shalom Akim, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, Bahashem Mekakwadash Bakathum. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a salute and the Shalom to all the Akim that are out to labor pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. Hopefully you all can hear me. I'm outside just taking a walk. The title of this lesson would be, we want out of this flesh. We want out of this flesh. So, let's get the book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 14. It says, for we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. It says, so the trouble is not with the law, for it is spiritual and good. The trouble is with me, for I am all too human, a slave to sin, right? The Apostle Paul said, verse 15, I don't really understand myself. For I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate, right, man? So, us, man, we know what is right. We know what we should be doing. But it's the flesh, though, man. It's the flesh. Right, man? That's why he said, in my, I know that in me dwelleth no good thing. See? That's the flesh, man. From your evil thoughts, man, to Jake, man. This flesh, man, it will have you, Jake, man. The flesh, man, will have you thinking of some crazy shit, man. This flesh will have you thinking of some wicked and evil things, man, that you've never thought of. Before, though, man. That's why we gotta fight the flesh as much as possible, man. We gotta fight the flesh as much as possible. Says if then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good. It says, but if I know that what I'm doing is wrong, this shows that I agree that the law is good. See? Now, then it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. Right? For I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I find not. Right, man? So the Apostle Paul said, I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, dwells no good thing. Right? And that I know what I should be doing. Right? He's saying, I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, dwells no good thing. I know what I should be doing, but I don't do it. Right? I hate that I can't do it. It says, for the good that I would, I do not. It says, but the evil which I would not, that I do. He said, I want to do what is good, but I don't. I don't want to do what is wrong, but I do it anyway. Right, man? Because, Jake, man, we want to live a righteous and sinless life, man. But we have to get out of this flesh, though, man. We have to get out of this flesh, though, man. So now we understand how important the law, statutes, and commandments are, though, man. At first we didn't know, but now we know. Right, man, because we discontinue from our heritage. Right, man, we weren't keeping the law, but we do it now through the best of our ability. But it's still hard, though, man. It's still rough. It says, now if I do that which I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwells in me. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. Right? Now, what's the evil that was present with the Apostle Paul, man? It's the same thing that's present it's the same thing that's present with us, though, man. The flesh, man. The flesh. It say, for I delight in the law of Yahweh Shemashah after the inward man. But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members. He said, but there is another power within me that is at war with my mind. This power makes me a slave to the sin that is still within me. See? Right, man, because, man, sometimes the flesh takes over. Right, other times we fight the flesh. And, all right, then once again, sometimes the flesh takes over. When we fight the flesh takes over. We fight the flesh takes over. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? Like, man, there's an ancient custom that the ancient custom is titled the ancient custom is capital punishment. Right, and the capital punishment, hold on, let me see if I can go to it. See if I can go to it. If I still have it. Let me see. Let's see. Files. Documents. Here it is. Capital punishment. Let's see.
Total 1 mile. 21 minutes 49 seconds. Steps 2,261 steps.
Okay. Here it is. Capital punishment. Number 860, capital punishment. Romans 7:24, O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? Says, it is thought by some commentators, though the opinion is controverted by others, that there is an allusion here to a horrible mode of punishment mentioned by ancient writers, by which the criminal condemned to death was fastened by chains to a dead body and left to die by inches in the loathsome companionship of a putrefying corpse. See? So we are in these what, man? We are in these chains of darkness, right? The chains of darkness is these bodies, man. It's just flesh. See, man? So we are in capital punishment, man. We are tied to a dead body, man. That's this flesh, man. See? Let's keep on going. Hold on. I'll call him. I'm gonna call him back once I'm done. Says, say, oh, what a miserable. It says, oh, what a miserable person I am. Who will free me from this life that is dominated by sin and death? See, like, man, who will deliver us from this flesh, man, from this body, man, from this body of death? Our Lord Yahushua will. First Corinthians 15:50, it says, now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Shemashah, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall, it says, but we shall be changed. But we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Right, man? So we will be changed, man. We just have to wait on that change. See, because Job said what? Until my change. Because Job said what, man? Until my change come. Says, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. See, man? So we're going to shed these bodies, and we're going to be given new bodies, man. Where we will be perfect, man. We won't have no more evil and wicked thoughts, man. The flesh won't we're going to be basically programmed to do what's righteous, man. We're going to be programmed to keep the law perfectly. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Right, man? So death will be swallowed up, right, man? So death will be swallowed up in victory, man. Through our Lord, our big brother, Yahweh Shai. Oh, death, where it's like sting. Oh, grave, where it's like victory, man. Right, man? So we want out of this flesh, and we will be taken out of this flesh and given new bodies, heavenly bodies, and we're going to live for all eternity, man. No more sin, and, man, no more wickedness, no more evil thoughts, man. All right, man. And sin won't have any dominion over us anymore, man. So, Shalom Makim, Yahweh Shem El Shabakatam, Ba'ashem Mekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that were well, and a salute and a shalom to all the Akim that are out here labor pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. And with that, I say shalom.